In an abandoned country house, Lina and her friends decided to spend an adventurous night. Villagers often spoke of terrifying tales about the house, especially a warning. However, they didn't believe the stories, thinking they were just old wives' tales meant to scare children. At 11:45 p.m., the wind howled outside, and the windows lightly rattled, plunging everything into a deep silence. The friends gathered around a flickering oil lamp, sharing urban legends of the supernatural. Suddenly, Lina's phone buzzed with a strange notification.
Only 15 minutes to midnight. Never open that door.
She was startled, thinking it was a prank by her friends. But minutes later, a deep knocking sound came from outside. Everyone held their breath, exchanging worried glances. It seemed someone was waiting outside, with the knocking growing louder and more urgent. The midnight chimes finally rang out. At that moment, the knocking ceased abruptly, and the air felt frozen. Lina glanced at the old door, noticing a faint red glow seeping through the cracks. Despite a voice in her head incessantly warning, "Never open the door at midnight," she felt an inexplicable force pulling her toward it. Her hand trembled as she reached for the door handle. The red glow from the door grew brighter, as if calling to her. Her friends began to plead with her, but Lina's eyes seemed glazed over, moving slowly and unresponsively towards the door handle. She turned it, and the door creaked open, revealing not the outside world, but a pitch-black void, with faint whispers emanating from the darkness, as if summoning them. Suddenly, a cold hand reached through the gap and grasped Lina's wrist. She tried to scream, but no sound came out, and her body was pulled toward the endless abyss. Her friends desperately shut the door, but the eerie whispers continued to echo around them, as if they had entered the house. Everything plunged into hopeless darkness. No one could explain what happened that night, but days later, villagers found several twisted, unrecognizable bodies inside the house, with Lina's absence being the most notable. From then on, the tale of the door became even more chilling. Every midnight, people could hear faint knocking sounds from behind the door, as if Lina was still waiting there for the next rule breaker.